London Business School exists to have a profound impact on the way the world does business and the way that business impacts the world.
And that's through an academic sense, but also through our Career Centre.
The Career Centre provides support and skills for students to be the best they can be alongside the academics that they study here.
So we have an extensive interview preparation offering here at LBS.
They can have access to one-to-one coaches.
And we also have a suite of kind of online resources that are relatively static, but are there for students to use as and when they need to.
So we realised that as much as we were producing and providing all of these resources for students, they didn't really interact with them. And when we talked to the students and asked them why, essentially a lot of it is time.
What we felt was missing was the flexibility, and that's where we saw Attensi as a really valuable option for us to fill that gap.
We were kind of blown away by it.
I clicked on the link, and when it opened up, at that point of time I realized that this is like an interactive simulation game, which is so different from any other form of preparation I was doing.
I don't know how much you know about MBA students, but MBA students are incredibly time poor. So we needed this to be mobile friendly, we needed it to be laptop or tablet friendly. Students could do part of it and walk away and come back to it.
I could really revise everything I wanted on the go. So even between two interviews, if I have half an hour, I just have to find one seat in the cafeteria and I can revise what I want.
And so, as much as we had resources that were available, what we realised very quickly we needed to do, it needed to be self-led, engaging, and then adding in a leaderboard, because MBAs are some of the most competitive people in the world, actually has now, seeing the figures and the data that's come out of it, is what has made this a success.
I think the most important way it helps me is to make me realize that some parts of the interview also matters. For example, how to build rapport.
The first few minutes of the interview are very critical from the standpoint of building your rapport with the interviewer. So it literally came in the form of, I would say, a blessing that, okay, fine, there is this one platform that's really helping me answer all these questions.
You have set up your expectation and you know how to react.
So I think definitely the confidence quotient went very high, because when you have a paper with a list of questions, you know what question next, whereas when you're taking in simulation, you don't know what next. That in a way helped me build my confidence, because even I was sitting outside the interview, I'm like, it's okay, I got this. I've done so much, I'll figure this out. And I think that's very important.
I think we were quite blown away with it, and I think the end result has demonstrated that this kind of product is absolutely right for a business school environment, because it allows us to create something that, other than a real interview, where it is literally pass or fail, that they have a chance to fail and redo it and redo it and redo it. And then I know next week I've got an interview at Goldman Sachs, and I can take what I've learned and actually do it in front of an interviewer in a real organisation.